Specifically, the project has three main objectives. The first objective is we will be looking at existing literature in Seychelles on blue carbon habitats and using this data to help map the environments where blue carbon is found. Secondly, we will be hosting a series of workshops in which we will be engaging members of the public, specifically the youth, fellow scientists, communities, fishermen, and educate them and sensitize them to what exactly is blue carbon. But not only that, we will be taking them into the field to help collect data for blue carbon research. And our third objective, we will be collecting core samples from around Seychelles and testing the blue carbon content and see where Seychelles lies globally with blue carbon stocks.
To welcome you to this Blue Carbon Ecosystems and Monitoring Techniques workshop by the James Michel Foundation and Blue Carbon Lab of Deakin University in Australia. This workshop is part of the Blue Carbon Project, which is being supported by a grant from the Seychelles Conservation and Climate Adaptation Trust. The coastal areas of Seychelles' inner and outer islands are home to 8 species of mangroves covering 1.7 million hectares and 2 million hectares of seagrass ecosystems. A short walk around this workshop venue and its surrounding areas will give you a glimpse into the vastness of these intricate ecosystems. Despite being quite small in terms of global proportions, their roles are pivotal in fighting climate change and in conservation. Both offer shelter, protection, food, and breeding grounds to a wealth of biodiversity. They also support livelihood and offer services to the communities, as well as accretion and preventing erosion. Till very recently, these habitats were poorly understood and sometimes taken for granted, even sacrificed to make way for infrastructure development. I am sure you know this better than I do, so I will not dwell on them today. I will instead focus on their importance as carbon sinks in the context of the blue economy and climate change, which are my subjects of passion. The development of the blue economy is dependent on healthy marine and terrestrial ecosystems, which in turn supports economic activities. The blue economy is about sustainability. There cannot be a sustainable blue economy without conservation and protection. Seychelles has been at the forefront of environmental protection for many years. It is our way of life. We are doing what we can towards the bigger global effort to heal and protect our oceans and coastal areas. Dedicating 30% of marine space as protected areas is testimony of the importance that Seychelles places on biodiversity protection. Seychelles has further committed to protect at least 50% of its seagrass and mangrove ecosystems by 2025 and 100% by 2030, which of course will be with external support. This is remarkable progress in the fight against climate change, and it underlines the importance of these ecosystems as nature-based solutions. The Seychelles Islands, like other small island developing states, or rather, big ocean states, are bearing the brunt of the effects of climate change. Stretches of pristine coasts are left vulnerable to erosion and coastal communities to flooding. Increased adverse weather events are negatively impacting fisheries, tourism, and other ocean-related businesses, which severely affect livelihoods. Ladies and gentlemen, mitigating climate change is very costly, as it also requires technology transfer and importing knowledge from abroad. But part of the solution lies in nature itself. The scientific community tells us that seagrass meadows and mangrove forests can trap carbon 30 to 50 times faster than terrestrial forest, and that 80% of the carbon is stored in the soil, where it is locked away for centuries to millennia. They both absorb huge amounts of carbon dioxide for photosynthesis and release oxygen into the atmosphere. In so doing, they contribute to reducing greenhouse gases, thus global warming. It therefore makes ecological and economic sense to ensure their protection against negative human interferences. Considering all this, my foundation, along with the Blue Carbon Lab of Deakin University in Australia, initiated the present study which explores the Seychelles Blue Carbon Future by developing a first-pass assessment of potential blue carbon opportunities in the Seychelles and building local capacity and literacy on blue carbon. It aims to account for the ocean's carbon offsetting capacity, which can help Seychelles become a net carbon sink and achieve its nationally determined contributions. Moreover, many of the costs of achieving emission reductions in the energy and transport sectors could be met through international climate financing and blue carbon markets. Ladies and gentlemen, I sincerely hope that the various presentations will be very informative and insightful to you, and that the field of demonstration and data collection activity will be enriching. I am grateful to the scientists presenting today and others who are working on this important project for Seychelles. I wish you a fruitful workshop and look forward to reading the workshop report later. I thank you.